Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be learning how to make dynamic chat commands that save and load with JSON. So if I go ahead and do help underscore add command subscribe, we can make it say subscribe to DanFMN on YouTube. And now whenever anyone types subscribe in chat with the exclamation point, you now see subscribe to DanFMN on YouTube. So let's get started. Hello, so in this tutorial we're just going to be working with one file. We have sv underscore tutorial. Although in our previous tutorials, we usually have a client-side and shared file, we are not going to touch those today because we're going to be saving all of our data on the server. All the commands and chat commands will be called through the server, so there's no need to access those other files. So for the setup here, basically what we have is, a table here called help underscore commands. We check to see if it exists. If it doesn't exist, we just create an empty table. We also do the same thing here. We just have a subtable on the help commands table, which is called commands, and we check to see if that exists. If it doesn't, then we create our table here, and you can see we just have this default command here called forms. Check out our forms at https://csiservice.com. These are not being used right now. If I went in game and typed exclamation point forms, nothing would happen. However, we are going to add support for that. Additionally, we want to make sure that only super admins or admins or founder or whoever can add in commands or remove commands. So we are going to have an access groups table, which we have set up here. The first thing that we're going to want to do is actually add in a con command here. And you can see we have the string of the command and then we have a callback. These are the two arguments that we're going to be using. However, the callback has its own argument, which would be the player that called the command that was called, and then the arguments that were passed in through this. So what we're going to want to do here is say con command add, and we're going to add in our own command here to add in commands to our commands table. So we're going to say help underscore add command. The next argument is the callback that happens, which has its own arguments within the callback. So we have the player, the command, and then the args. Now if I go ahead and just print table the args here and hop in game, and I say help underscore add command, and for example I could be like exclamation point Discord, or sorry, let's do exclamation point YouTube, and then we'll say youtube.com/ I can type DanFMN. So now I called that command there, and if we go into our console here, you can see that we have our arguments printed out in the table. So the first one is exclamation point YouTube, which was, as you can see, was separated by spaces. And then the next one is youtube.com/DanFMN. So we're going to basically use the structure here to add values into our commands table. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and break this arguments down into little sub values. So we're going to say local new command equals args1. So if we get the first value here, we can see exclamation point YouTube. So that's going to be our args1. Then we'll do local output will be args2, which will be youtube.com/DanFMN. And then we can go ahead and append these values into our commands table by indexing by the new command and saying it is, or getting the value of our output. Then we can say py chat print successfully added in command new command. So now if I go ahead and run this command one more time, you can now see successfully added in command YouTube. And if I want to go ahead and print our table of commands now, save that, you can now see we have forms. Check out our forms here, and then youtube.com/DanFMN. So that is working. This table is getting built upon. Now what we want to do is actually add in support for calling these commands. So to do that, what we're going to want to do is hook onto player say. So I'm going to keep this here, but I'm just going to go ahead and add in a hook now. Hook.add player say. So essentially this gets called whenever a player types in a message server side, and we can say check help commands. This will be our unique identifier for the hook, and then the callback with the arguments, which will be the player that called or typed something in, and then the text that was inputted. So what we want to do is basically check to see if a help command exists within, based on the text that was typed. So we're going to say help command equals help underscore commands. So we're going to index by our commands table, which is right here. So we're going help commands.commands to get this, all the information inside here. And we're going to index by string.lower. We're going to lowercase the text. And we're going to see if it exists in there. So if help command, meaning if it exists, then we're going to do py chat print help command. and we'll return an empty string because you have to return something, basically what's going to be inputted or put into the chat box whenever someone types a message. However, this is a command, so we don't want anything added, so we're just going to do an empty string. So now if I go ahead and save this, and I do estimation point, I believe YouTube, you now see we get youtube.com/DanFMN. If I do estimation point forms, we get that, and then we'll just go ahead and add in a subscribe. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Command, we'll say make sure to subscribe. Okay, now if I do subscribe, boom, make sure to subscribe. It's working. We have our commands added in. However, what if we don't like these commands? We want to change them up or something. We can go ahead and add in a method to remove commands. So I'm going to do that now. I'm basically just going to copy this, and we'll call, instead of add, this one will be remove. And instead of calling this a new command, we'll call this remove command. And we don't need any additional arguments here. And what we're going to want to do now is take this remove command. So if I say help remove command, and I would do estimation point, for example, YouTube, args would be estimation point YouTube. It would look up for estimation point YouTube inside our table here. And then what we want to do is go ahead and set this to nil, meaning it does not exist anymore. And then we can say successfully removed command, and we'll say the remove command. So just to test that out now, if I go ahead and say estimation point YouTube, you can see it does work. However, I want to remove this command, so we'll do help _ remove command, estimation point YouTube. And you can see it says successfully remove command YouTube. So now if I type YouTube, nothing happens. It just prints out normal. So now we have a method of removing the commands. One thing I want to do now is add in support for listing the commands. So we're going to do con command dot add, and we'll do help _ list commands. The same thing here, function, and all we need is the player in this case. And we're going to do 4 KVM pairs. We're going to loop over our help commands commands table, and then we're going to say ply print, and we'll say command will be k, which is the value here. So this is the command that you type in, which will be k. And then we're also going to say the output, which would print out normally by these commands, is equal to b. So now if I go ahead and say help _ list commands, you can now see we get command forms, output, check out our forms, and those are the commands we have. If we add in that YouTube command again, and then we go ahead and run the list commands, you can now see we got YouTube printed in there and all that good stuff. However, anyone can run these commands, so now we need to add in support for our access group table. So to do that, we're going to basically do the same thing wherever we check to see if a help command exists. We check to see if the text is inside the table. Same thing we're going to do here is check to see if the player's user group is inside the access groups table. So we're going to say, if not, meaning it does not exist, help commands, access groups, ply, get user group, then return n. And so basically what this is just going to do, it looks up this value here. If I was, for example, admin would not be in this table, so this would be false, and then this would end up returning, and our code would not execute below, thus disallowing anyone that is not super admin to run this command. And we can basically just do the same thing at the top here on all our commands. So now we have our admin access set up. So let's just make sure everything still works. If I do add command, and we'll override the YouTube command, DanFMN's YouTube is. Now if I go ahead and do YouTube, you see everything is still working fine. All right, beautiful. So that's all fine and dandy, but the next part is we want to go ahead and actually make these save. Because if I went ahead and restart the server, the only command that would maintain is forms. But if we don't want to set this up, say, we could go ahead and create all our default commands here, which would be nice. But let's say we're lazy, we don't want to set things up. So we're going to hit up our admins and say, hey, admins, I need you to add in a bunch of help commands. And you want them to be able to basically add in commands without accessing our files. So to do that, what we're going to want to do is set up some form of save directory. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a local variable here called save directory, and this will be help commands. Okay. And the reason why I'm doing this is just because we're going to reference this, and it just makes it easier for me to understand what's going on whenever I am saving data. So what we want to do first is obviously save data before we load it. So we're going to make the save command here. So we're going to say function help _ commands. So this is that table that we've created, and we're going to append a function onto it, which is called save. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to check to see if basically if a directory exists. So to do that, what we're going to say is if not file.exist, our save directory inside the data folder, because we want this to be stored inside the data folder. So if we hop into here now, and we go ahead and just look at file.exist, you can see we have all these paths that we want to look in. We're saving data, so we're going to save this inside the data folder. So that's just what we're doing here. And then basically, if it doesn't exist, we're going to go ahead and call create directory. And so whenever you call create directory, it's actually going to create it inside the data folder for you. So you don't need to worry about that. So we're going to create a directory here called help commands whenever we save if it doesn't exist. Then what we're going to want to do is we're going to say file.write. And then we're going to take that save directory and we're going to create basically a subfile within that directory. Or sorry, yes, we're going to create a file within that directory and we're going to call it commands.txt. So we're going to create a text file here. And then what we're going to do is whenever we save data with file.write, you can see that the supported stuff we have here is .text, .jpeg, PNG, JSON. However, we're working with a table and we want to save a table, but none of these are tables. So what do? We're going to call util.table to JSON. And so basically what this is going to do is it's going to take our table here and it's going to convert it into JSON so we can save it. So if I just say help underscore commands, commands, and the second argument is if you just wanted to print pretty, it'll use up a bit more space. However, in this case, we're not really going to be taking up too much space. So I'm just going to say true. So it prints pretty into the files. And then we can just say print successfully saved commands. Okay, so now whenever we go ahead and add in or remove a command, I'm just going to go ahead and add that in here so we can save whenever someone removes a command and adds a command. So that's what I'm doing here with 16 and 25. We're just making this code that we just wrote execute. So now I'm going to save that and I'm going to go ahead and run our help underscore command YouTube. Save that. Everything seems fine. There's no errors in console. Then what I'm going to do is hop into my data folder now for the server that I'm running on. And now you can see we have help commands. We can look into this when we see commands.txt and look at that. DanFMN. DanFMN's YouTube is youtube.com/DanFMN, yada, yada, yada. And just to see if that's continue to work, let's go ahead and add in a new command called help and say help is on the way. Okay, so we just added in that command now. Let's go ahead and open this up. And now you can see estimation point help is on the way. So perfect. We have this saving. We have it written it into our directory here. Now the next step is to make it load. So to do that, we're going to want to hook, or before we actually hook, we're going to want to write our method for loading data. So we're going to do function help underscore commands dot load. Okay. Now what we want to do is actually read our data. So we're basically going to do the same thing as above by using our save directory, and we're going to say local data equals file.read. And so we want to pass in the file name that we're trying to read, and this time it'll be save directory. And we can actually just take the same thing that we wrote right here for the file that we're writing to, and we just want to read from that file. And we can go ahead and say that this will be in the data folder. Then what we want to do is say if not data, meaning it does not exist, then we're just going to go ahead and print out a message in console saying that it did not work, that there's no data. And we'll just make this red. We'll say no save data found for help commands. And then we can go ahead and return end. And so this will basically just let us see in red in our console right here saying that there is no command saved. So next part we want to do is actually load that data. So if the data does exist, we're going to say help underscore commands dot commands equals util dot JSON to table. So we're going to take that JSON we got and convert it back into a table and say pass the data into it. So now if there is any data, we're going to override what was stored here with the data that we have in our file now. And then what we want to do is just say message C, and we'll do the same thing that we did with the error, but instead this one will be green, and we'll just say loaded help commands save data. Beautiful. So now we have a method of loading the data, and what I want to do now is hook onto a method that gets executed whenever the server is basically ready to load this data. So I'm going to do hook.add init post entity, which is basically called whenever all the entities are done being created for the server. We're going to say load help commands data, And then for our callback here, we're just going to say help underscore commands dot load. All right. So that is basically our code here. And then just to do a final test of it, I'm going to restart the server and see if our help commands, the ones listed here, still work after our restart. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so I am back in game now. And if you remember from our file here, you can see that we have YouTube, forums, help, subscribe. The only one that was hard coded was forums. Let's see if our help, subscribe, and YouTube still works. If I do !point YouTube, there's my YouTube. And if I do !point subscribe, it says make sure to subscribe. So there you guys have it. That's how you make dynamic chat commands and have it saved with JSON. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. And guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you so much. Take care.